Yes. So this is the first time we've had any opportunity to gather in person for our student life ceremony, which honors students both in a student life co-curricular aspect and also our students who are really outstanding in the classroom. This is one of our favorite events. Sometimes it's giant, and we're just so excited to have everybody in one room who chose to be in one room, and that we also have people online. And I also really appreciate that students gave us feedback and said, some of us are really comfortable about gathering in person, and some of us just aren't there yet. And I think that sort of mirrors the way a lot of us feel. And so I was really grateful that our students were able to express that to us. But the person I really want to introduce you to is the person who will start the ceremony, which is Dr. Curtinitis.
Well, thank you, Del. And this is, well, hey, this is our hybrid year. We're doing the best we can with every single event. And I want to just say that for the next 3 weeks, all the way up to June 4, we get the pleasure of doing what we're doing tonight, of honoring student achievement, honoring student awards. And I tell you what, I am the very proud president of this college, and especially at this time of year, when those of us who aren't seeing students every day have a chance to just go from one event to the next. The provost and I were just at the Alpha Delta Nu Nursing Honor Society, where 13 soon to be graduating nurses were inducted into the Alpha Delta Nu Honor Society. And what a treat for us. We get to celebrate them, and we get to celebrate all of you. So Del, help me. This is, we're the in-person Essex. And there are, okay, so Catonsville, can we see them? Do we get to see? Oh, no. Oh, well, do they get to see us? Do they get to see? Oh, just me. Oh, okay. And thank you. And how many online? Okay. So, before the pandemic, we would all get dressed to the nines, and we would be at Martin's West or Martin's East, and we would have this huge celebration where all of the CCBC honorees, the students from all 3 campuses would be. And I'll tell you what, it's a sight to behold. So we're going to hold out for next year, hoping that will be the same way. But it really is a pretty terrific thing. Even in spite of COVID, here we are with people in the room together, and we're going to celebrate both with our virtual and our in-person guests. And I'm sorry we can't see the jubilant faces at Catonsville. That would have been a nice way to sort of bring us a little bit closer together. But here we are, and here we are planning to celebrate student success of every single kind. And, I know that colleges all over the country in their marketing materials, they'll talk about student success. They'll talk about what they do to make sure that students have, sort of are wrapped around with support and so forth. And I often think when I see those, I think, you know what? Those are nice words. They're very nice words. But in truth, I think many of those nice words are marketing hype. But you know what? At CCBC, that is simply not the case. And we have events like this where there you are, students sitting with your faculty, got all the student life folks, you've got the provost here, you got the president here. I mean, when we talk about student success, we aren't just blowing smoke. And I really think that that's one of the things I most love about working at CCBC. And I often say to our faculty and staff, listen, the only reason any of us has a job is because we have students to serve. So we better love them up really good and make sure that we take care of them and help them through their time with us to reach graduation and become proud alums. So, CCBC is a big place. Last year we had 45,000 students, not sure yet how many we are serving this year. But I mention that because we know we've all been challenged by the pandemic. In class, out of class, on site, in the advising center, in the tutoring center, on the athletic field. There's no area of this institution that has been untouched by what has happened over the past 2 years. But I continue to be extraordinarily proud of the fact that we are, I think, probably the only 2 or 4 year college that remained fully open during this time. And many of you have done well as remote students, but there were many who never could be successful. And I'm hoping, as I think about our graduates this year, and I think about what they've had to go through to get to this point, especially those of you who will be celebrated with special awards. And I think it's time we did this. It's time we did. Hybrid is fine. We'll get better next year. But this is the time to highlight the accomplishments of these amazing students, people like all of you here at Catonsville on the virtual screen, every single one of you who will be acknowledged tonight in a particular field, receiving a special award. You are here and we are celebrating your accomplishment, made even harder and more, I think, durable and successful because you had to do it in the midst of a pandemic. When we were, the provost and I were at the Nursing Honor Society event, one of the faculty was speaking and she said one of her students, they were talking about what you do in a pandemic, and one of her students said, well, what did you do in the last pandemic? Yeah, we all thought, okay, there's nobody in this room who was around in 1918. So, you're going to have a special story to tell your children and your grandchildren, or we all will have a special story, I think. But I know that I'm speaking on behalf of all of the faculty, the staff, the tutors, the counselors, the payroll clerks, everybody who works here at CCBC. This is a time when we are very, very proud to be CCBC employees, CCBC professionals, because we think that your presence here demands the best that we can offer you. And I often think, when I talk to students about leadership, and I know a number of you will be acknowledged for your leadership in leadership awards, I always pause to say leadership is hard work and divas need not applaud. So as I look at you here and imagine all sitting in the room at Catonsville, and then all the ones who are on the remote screen, I think about how many of you are being honored for leadership, for scholarship, for service, all of the things that we hope we can imbue our students with in the time that they spend here. So I want to congratulate all of you who will receive awards today. Those of you that we will see across the stage, in, gosh, just about 1 month, and we are committed. We are doing an in-person commencement, but as many of you probably already know, we have 3 models, and we're doing the middle model, which means most of us, all of you, and I'm sorry to say it this way, two tickets each graduate gets. If, however, whatever this is, Omicron's baby BA2 or whatever it is, if that group, if that rises and we have to constrict more, then we'll go down to phase 1. And if it doesn't, we might be able to go up to phase 3. And that's the one we would really love, to have everybody able to be here to celebrate CCBC graduates. So I know that none of your successes have come with ease. And I know also that you should be very grateful to the family and friends who have helped you get here this evening to be honored and receive a special award. And I also know that those of you who are graduating have probably had to work harder than you would have if it weren't a pandemic. But I also know that just receiving that degree, taking that one extraordinary step, is probably the single most important step you will take in your career to date. Maybe you'll go on all the way up to getting a PhD. But what I want to say is thank you to the families, thank you to the friends, thank you to the people who have supported you, thank you to the people who've put up with you, and I include your faculty in that. They have put up with you as well. And one of the things that I think we all will sort of remember is that, yeah, this was a special year, and we did the best that we could. But before I sit down, I want to be able to do a part of my job that is always special. And it is that I get to announce some very special students. So I'm going to hark back to 1 week ago when a number of us were at Turf Valley at a dinner honoring the Phi Theta Kappa All Maryland Community College academic teams. And CCBC had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 students. And if you are here as I read your name, please stand. If you're at Catonsville as I read your name, please stand. If you're just on the screen, wave to us. Oh, they can't wave to us. We can't see them. We'll feel, yeah, okay, that's what they promised. We'll feel it in our souls. So Raphael, this is a second team, Raphael Bolton, Skylar Hogan, Stephen King, and Tanataloa Ogunyami. All of these very, very bright CCBC students who were selected as recipients of the All Maryland Community College academic teams for Phi Theta Kappa. Then we had some first team members, Alana Therese Kelahatian, Connor Kraus, and Christina Zhang. I also want to acknowledge that I just received a letter yesterday that told me that one of our students, Victoria Clark, is the recipient of the very prestigious Phi Theta Kappa Height Scholarship. Is Victoria here by chance, or she's virtual? Well, Victoria, this is pretty amazing. There are 1,900 applicants for this scholarship. 10 were awarded, and one of them was a CCBC student. I also have the very great pleasure of announcing the recipient of the President's Distinguished Graduate. This is the student who will speak on behalf of all of the graduates on June 4th. And there were 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 participants, and they have to go through a very rigorous process, a selection process. And so let me acknowledge the finalists. Shaniqua Singleton, again, if you are here, either here at Essex or at Catonsville, please stand if your name is called, and we'll feel the love for those who might be remote. So Shaniqua Singleton, Ilona Harris, Rama Rama the Harris Sawali, Victoria Clark, Kautar Cheshi, Clara Weaver, Bronwyn Burke. Did anyone Rama? Yes, indeed. Yes, great. And someone in the back? And your name? Well, congratulations. This is really a very special honor, and it's a highly competitive award that is sought. This is the President's Distinguished Graduate. And so this year, Michaela Frondozo will be there she is back there. So, look, I just, I get chills when I look at all of you, and I think how smart you were to choose us, how smart we were to choose you. And I look forward to all of you who are graduating to seeing you very soon as members of the CCBC Alumni Association. So with that, shall I introduce? Oh, we are doing the alum. All right. Has our recipient arrived?
No,
they're at Catonsville. All right.
So we, a few years ago, started an association with the alumni and the foundation board, and we wanted to make sure that students sitting in here knew that there was this opportunity to come back to the college and to be able to tell us all the beautiful things that they're doing, and really so we can continue to support them. And so actually one of our former students, one of our former student leaders, he was also a student that graduated with a distinction in leadership. He is now the president of our CCBC Alumni Association. So Kapish Shah is joining us from Catonsville, where he will announce the award winner for the outstanding alumni.
Thank you, Dale. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, CCBC students, administrators, faculty, staff, alumni, and friends of the college. I'm Kabish Shah, a proud member of CCBC class of 2011 and 2012, current president of the CCBC Alumni Association Board of Directors, and the CCBC 2021 Distinguished Alumnus of the Year. Congratulations to the students who are graduating in a few weeks. I encourage you guys to stay connected to CCBC and to CCBC Alumni Association. Please share with us all the great things that you're doing out in the community so we can highlight your achievements in our CCBC Alumni Spotlights. CCBC Alumni is 71,000 strong and counting. 71,000 strong and counting. And the CCBC Distinguished Alumni Award is the highest honor CCBC bestows upon a graduate. One thing I want you guys to take away from tonight is tell yourself that 10 years from now, you will be up here getting this award. CCBC have given you all the tools to be a leader, and it's your time to go out in the community, your institution that you're transferring to, your workforce, wherever you are, to do great things and come back to CCBC. So without any further ado, it is my esteemed pleasure as last year recipient and current alumni president to be with you to present the CCBC 2022 Distinguished Alumni of the Year Award to Ms. Kimberly Alison Taylor. So Ms. Alison Taylor is a 1998 graduate of CCBC, where she earned her accounting certificate. She's a global technology and finance leader with over 30 years of career achievements. Kimberly is currently the Chief Executive Officer of KET Solutions LLC, a consulting firm focused on business growth, innovation, strategy, transformation, and inclusive leadership. In her current role, Ms. Alison Taylor advises executives on cloud solutions that innovates and transform businesses. Kimberly is also an adjunct professor for Carnegie Mellon University Chief Information Officer Certificate Program, teaching emerging technologies and innovation, and also served as an independent board director. For almost 17 years, Ms. Alison Taylor served as the Global Accounting Strategy Director for the financial and professional service industry for Oracle America, a leader in cloud solutions and enterprise technology. Ms. Alison Taylor is a sought-out keynote speaker and has received many awards and recognition on her expertise and leadership, including Accounting Today's Top 100 Most Influential People in Accounting and CPA Practice 25 Most Powerful Women in Accounting. Kimberly is committed to volunteerism. She has volunteered in her profession for over 20 years, including leadership as a chair for the American Institute of CPAs, where she became the youngest person and the first African American and person of color, and the 5th person to serve in the chairman as the chairman in the American Institute of Certified Public Accountant, 130 years plus history. In her personal life, Kimberly serves in various leadership positions, including president for her local chapter of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority, a community service organization that serves women, youth, and families, seniors, and military. As the CCBC 2022 Distinguished Alumnus of the Year, Ms. Alison Taylor is the first African American woman to receive this award. She is a supporter of CCBC, and her personal motto, "To whom much is given, much is required," exemplifies who she is as a person and a CCBC alumni. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome to the podium Ms. Kimberly Alison Taylor to accept the award for the CCBC 2022 Distinguished Alumnus of the Year.
Congratulations. Thank you so much. Very nice.
Congratulations.
Yes. Okay. So they told me I had 5 minutes, so I got to make it count. So let me first just say, wow, wow, and wow. And I have to say, God is good all the time. And all the time, God is good. There is no way that I would have achieved any of that success without CCBC. I stand before you, a very proud alumna. And as you heard in the remarks, I went to UMBC, I went to Loyola, I went to CCBC and also Carnegie Mellon. And I will tell you, I am just as proud of my CCBC relationship, the education, what I learned here. You stand shoulder to shoulder with giants. You enable dreams. As a little girl growing up in the inner city of Baltimore, I wanted to be a CPA. I had every aspiration of one day owning my own business and doing some pretty amazing things. I went to Eastern High School. Then I graduated from Carver Vocational Technical High School. I went to UMBC to major in accounting, but the program was at College Park. Now, I had a scholarship and I had a checking and a savings account, and the way the checking account was set up, you couldn't just decide you were going to transfer it to a school that didn't have the money. I stayed at UMBC and then I went to Loyola, but in my heart, I still wanted to be a CPA. CCBC enabled my dreams. You changed my life. My entire life has been moving aggressively and accelerating forward because I became a certified public accountant. I had the most amazing professors. I had professors who were patient, took the time to make sure we understood, and we got it. I passed the exam. And every time I have an opportunity to tell this story, I tell once about how I failed the first time. The second time I'm telling the story, I'm talking about my community college. Improbable doesn't mean impossible. You stand on the shoulders of giants. Leaders get their start here. They come back and it's complimented over and over and over again with what they learn and what they do and what they know. Don't take for granted what you're learning here. Don't take for granted the network that you have. Don't take for granted the care that you hear every time a faculty member takes their time to spend extra time with you. I am beyond grateful. I've traveled the world. And it's an opportunity that I didn't know as a little girl growing up in the inner city that I would have. But I can tell you this, and this is what I know. Without CCBC, I would not be standing here and I would not be doing any of the things that I'm doing today. My success is yours. And so, congratulations to everyone who is being recognized today. Congratulations to everyone who's getting, finally able to walk across the stage. Congratulations to the family and loved ones. This achievement doesn't stop here. Now go out and make all of us proud as CCBC alum. And I'm so excited to see what you're going to do in the future because I'm expecting great things of you. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. Thank you.
Wonder if she knows we're all watching this. Well, I'll tell you what, that's a graduate to be proud of. So the next time, what did he say? In 10 years, one of you will be standing there. Good. So you know what you have to be. Well, I only stepped back up here because I wanted to have a chance to introduce someone that many of you will have never had an opportunity to meet, and that is our new provost, Dr. Joaquin Martinez. And you wouldn't necessarily have had an opportunity to meet him because we did all of this virtually. But this is a man who came to us from Miami-Dade 2 years ago, and he came, think of taking on a new job in June of 2020. And what that must have felt like, walking into an institution that had suddenly become pandemic driven. But he came, he saw, he conquered. And I'm very happy to introduce a man who thinks student success every single day. He talks student success every single day, and he's teaching us how to do better at student success every single day. So, Dr. Martinez.
Thank you very much, President Curtinitis, and good evening. This shy of commencement, which will soon be my first CCBC commencement, I think this has got to be my second favorite event. I've been looking forward to this evening for quite a while. And a shout out to Kimberly, Alison Taylor, because what an extraordinary example and a wonderful alumna to shine a bright light on what is possible following a CCBC experience. I'm delighted tonight because student achievement and success really is what gets me out of bed every morning, and having an opportunity to spend some time with some of you in person, others who are in Catonsville but are also in person. And yes, Del, we feel it in our soul, Del says, for the 67 of you who are with us virtually. This is exactly what it's all about. And I'm particularly mindful today as we bring together to celebrate student achievement and success all sectors of our organization, and especially those areas of student affairs and instruction that come together to support all aspects of student success. Our colleagues in college life, our colleagues in student development, in instruction, the faculty, the staff who have put forward their nominations and are excited today to celebrate your success. I thank them because they too play a very central role. I know that you are student leaders, those who have been nominated today in recognition of your good work, accomplishments, and promise. Also recognize that this is not a journey that you take on your own. As many of us have said, we who endeavor in the academic pursuit often stand in the shoulders of giants, to borrow our alumnus phrase. And so I know that you join me in appreciating your families, your loved ones, your classmates, all of those who labor here to advance and celebrate your success. There's a very special set of students that I've been asked to acknowledge this evening beyond the ones that President Curtin-Itis has already acknowledged. And these are leaders. These are student leaders who have made significant contributions to supporting their peers, to enriching our communities, our various campuses as a result of very varied, rich and diverse experiences in leadership. And I want to take a moment to acknowledge each of them by name. So please be patient with me, because when you have wonderful students, and there's so many of them, the list adds up quickly. So hold your applause and join me in acknowledging the following students. If you're here, please stand, or if you're in person at Catonsville, and if you're online, then feel the love. Francisca Adejumo, Jacqueline Alvarez Hernandez, Blessing Awi, Stacy Bragg, Aliana Therese Kalahatian, Kautar Shedji, Esmeralda Escamilla, Micaela Frondoso, Ilona Harris, Jackneet Kaur, Abib Abimbola Keinde, Erica Lockley, Vivian Manaloro, Indira Muhammad, Tani Tolua Ogunyemi, Angel Saravia, Hannah Shiner, Rama Teher Sawali, Akira Tisdale, Clara Weaver, and Christina Zhang. Please join me in a round of applause for these phenomenal student leaders. A well-deserved recognition. You may be seated. Thank you. And thanks to all who supported you along the way. I want to take just a little moment as I bring my remarks to an end to make room for the next round of students who will be recognized for their accomplishments. As the president mentioned, and so many others, this was a really, really difficult time. It was a difficult time for all of us, for you as students. Being a student, and a successful one at that, is never easy, but boy, I can just imagine what it must have been like to live the life of a student during these very, very challenging times. Difficult for your families and your loved ones. Difficult for us to remain available and accessible to you. And in spite of those barriers, like true champions, I always say community college students are among the most resilient and amazing students in all of higher education. Amidst all of those barriers, you managed to forge ahead, to stay engaged and stay connected, to lead, and to think about not just yourselves, but your communities. And I want to assure you today that we see you, we recognize the very impactful way that you touched our communities and your student peers. And I recognize, in spite of those challenges, that you did it with style, with courage. And so from all of us, to each and every one of you, congratulations, and the best is ahead of you. So Godspeed. Thank you.
All right. So thank you so much, Dr. Martinez. And Dr. Curtin-Itis, I appreciate that you were able to open our first ever, and maybe hopefully only, hybrid ceremony ever. But I do want to give a special thanks to our technology team. I am not sure that anybody worked harder other than you, Dr. Martinez and Dr. Curtin-Itis. Actually, Dr. Martinez wasn't here yet, but I'm still giving you credit. The technology team, from the very first day that we shut down, which was like March 16th, 2021, Our 2020, right? I'm just trying to forget all of last year. But they have taught us so much and been readily available. So I just wanted to say thank you to them. I also wanted to acknowledge that our faculty in the room, we have academic deans in the room. We have our interim dean for college life, Scott Eckhart, here. And I want to say thank you to all of the faculty who sent in their nominations, and we get to honor those students, and to Student Life who, you know, we've been fretting over this particular event since the summer when we actually booked Martin's East, and then we were like, we can't. Like, it's just, there's not enough consistency in the numbers to actually do that. So thank you all for being a part of our first hybrid, her first and only. And I want to say that every year we flip back and forth on whether or not the academic awards go first or the co-curricular ones go first. And this year it's up for the co-curricular awards to go first. And so I'm going to invite the assistant directors for Student Life, who are the ones who put together this entire ceremony. And we're very grateful for that too. To begin, Chrissy Hoffman and Dan Sim, who's on the Catonsville campus. I'm turning it over to them.
Thank you so much. I am going to ask if the SGA could make their way to the front as I begin, both here and at Catonsville. So welcome, good evening. Now we're going to move on to the co-curricular involvement portion. I'm going to take this off of our program. Co-curricular refers to activities, programs, and learning experiences that complement in some way what students are learning in the academic area. So experiences that are connected to or mirror the academic curriculum. Many times these are experiences that help shape the student into the human being they wish to become. Between opportunities for leadership, service learning, and real-life experiences, we're helping to shape our students to become stronger, well-rounded, competitive individuals as they graduate from CCBC. You all are our future leaders in our communities and our organizations, the region, and hopefully the nation. Dan?
Just waiting on
We can't see you. I'm sorry. I don't even know if you're standing there.
I'm here.
Hey!
There's the video. Thank you so much. So we want to take a few minutes to recognize all of our student leaders on campus, the executive board members of each student organization that helped us guide through a year of challenges, a year where sometimes we were hybrid, sometimes we were virtual, sometimes we were in person, and sometimes last minute we had to change all the plans and do some combination of that. So thank you all for your guidance. If you were a student on an executive board of a student organization this year, in addition to our SA, if you were a student leader on a student organization to help guide a student organization through this year, please stand up, and we would like to take a moment to applaud and recognize all of you. We've prepared certificates of appreciation for each member of a student organization executive board throughout this year. If you're in person here at Catonsville, you can come on up to the front. I'm going to read off the list of student organization names. If you're at Essex, you can come up to where Chrissy's pointing to, I believe, and receive your certificate in recognition. And if you're not here with us live, certificates will be either at the Catonsville, Essex, or Dundalk Student Life office, depending on where you're centered. And if you would like some other arrangement made to make sure we recognize you for your achievements this year, please let us know and we'll make sure to get that to you as soon as we possibly can. We'd like the audience to please hold their applause until all the student organizations are called and recognized. And then we can recognize all the student organizations together as a group. So reading them off one by one, we'd like to recognize the African Student Union, the American Sign Language Club, Anime Club, Business Club, the Catonsville Student Nursing Association, Christian Fellowship, Club Ed and KDP, Dance Express, Engineering Club, English Conversation Club, the Environmental Club in the Campus Garden, the Gender and Sexuality Acceptance Club, Green Club, International Club, the Multicultural Student Association, the Muslim Student Association, New Media Collective, the Nursing Student Association, the New Media Collective, the Nursing Student Association, PRISM, which stands for Proudly Rallying Behind the Intersectionality of Social Minorities, Phi Theta Kappa, Philosophy Club, Photography Club, Practical Nursing, the Progressive Student Alliance, Psychology Club, Student Honors Council, Student Occupational Therapy Association, Students of Respiratory Therapy, the Veterans Association, and Yoga Club. Please give all those folks a round of applause.
And if you didn't come forward for your certificates, please feel free to do so we can make sure that you get recognized. And don't be shy. Our Essex folks are shy. So as they make their way, and we can hopefully, can we get our presentation back up to? I know we're asking a lot. I'm so sorry. But we are going to go ahead and move on to the next portion as these folks get their certificate. So I am proud to introduce the Executive Board of the Student Government Association, who will be presenting the Student Life Awards this evening, and they will introduce themselves as they come up.
Hello, everyone. My name is Michaela Frondozo, and I'm going to be presenting the Emerging Leader Award. The Emerging Leader Award recognizes a new leader that has demonstrated exemplary leadership and commitment to the values of CCBC and has the potential to take on major leadership roles while at CCBC. This student was only one of 2 active students for her club this entire year. She took on projects that were time-consuming and involved many levels of communication and organization. This student worked to advertise events, recruit participants, and garner feedback afterwards for all events. She is someone who is viewed as a role model for less experienced students, as she demonstrated a strong work ethic and recognizes the importance of teamwork. We look forward to seeing her continue to shine as she takes on the role of president next year of her club. Please join us in congratulating Stacy Jones from Phi Theta Kappa Beta Alpha Tau chapter.
Hello, everyone. My name is Miriam, and I'm going to be presenting the Social Media Maverick. This award recognizes a CCBC community member's social media presence that could not be ignored. Perhaps they educated us on social media. Perhaps they entertained us on social media, but nonetheless, they were visible and seen as the CCBC community presence. This student has been serving as a social media manager for the new media's collection, Good School Podcast. She has doubled the number of people in the audience. She has developed a social media strategy of weekly postings, created and scheduled posts, and ran a social media contest. She has worked really hard. The nominator commented that she is fun to work with and very creative. Please help me in congratulating Angel Lewis.
Hello, hi. So the award I will be presenting is the Perseverance Award. This award recognizes an individual who has overcome and persevered over the last years. This student has been working towards becoming a sign language interpreter since the year of 2010. She has never given up, and she has never given up. I wrote it down twice so that you guys knew she really never gave up. She never gave up towards her goal to finish the interpreter program at CCBC. Even when we transition all of our classes from in-person to online. So, to give you all a lesson, this is how we clap in ASL. So if you guys will join me in congratulating Marcia Threat. I know it's a quiet clap. It's okay.
Hi, I'm Iris, and I'm representing the Difference Maker Award. This award recognizes student organizations that make a difference in the CCBC community, engage students into their missions and events, and work to improve the world we shared. This student-led organization provides a safe and supportive environment for LGBTQIA+ persons and those who prefer a different labels or no labels at all. Along as their allies, this club has organized and provide wonderful events such as Culture from Your Couch, National Day of Silence, and coordinating collections for items for community organizations. Please help us in congratulating the Gender and Sexuality Acceptance, as known as GSA Club, on winning this award. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kautar, and today I'll be representing the Engagement Award. This award recognizes a student organization that was present and visible on social media. Students were actively engaged virtually and involved in the CCBC community. The organization was present on social media, using it for educational purposes, connecting with like students, and also sharing events. They worked hard to be inclusive of all students at CCBC beyond the campus they were originally founded on. Please join us in congratulating the Muslim Association as the winner of the Engagement Award of this year.
Hello, my name is Devora, and I am the Student Government Association member as well. I will go ahead and introduce the most innovative event. We have an award that is given to a program that has demonstrated a remarkable success through great teamwork, creative marketing, and also outstanding involvement from the CCBC community. This award recognizes an organization for their consistent and interesting meetings for the entire year. This club covers topics through discussions, conversations, and even presentations. They make all students attending feel comfortable to speak their truth, ask questions, and also make judgment-free zone. Please help us to congratulate the progressive student aliens as the winner of this award.
Hi, my name is Stacy.
And hi, my name is Jamal.
And we're presenting the Outstanding Student Leader Award. This award recognizes a student leader who is dedicated and has had a significant impact on the organization or organizations they were involved in and demonstrated a commitment to the values of CCBC. This leader has shown exemplary leadership, held a key role in an organization at CCBC, and has demonstrated true values of CCBC both inside and outside of the classroom.
Before we announce the winners for this year, we would like to take a moment to recognize those who were nominated for this award. Tori Clark, Ilona Harris, Leah Howard, Jasmine Liu, Brahma Swahali, Gabrielle Tenenbaum Vogler. As you can see, we are surrounded by amazing student leaders and could not choose one. So this year, we'll be giving this award to two amazing student leaders. The first student leader has been involved in leadership in multiple leadership roles, particularly in the Student Honors Council and Phi Theta Kappa. We help to organize events. She helps to organize events, participates in meetings by giving input and answering questions and demonstrating wonderful leadership skills. She is described by the words intelligent, friendly, and role model. It is said by her nominator that she is a phenomenal student leader who will be missed dearly as she graduates this year. Please join me in congratulating our first outstanding student leader of 2022, Ilona Harris.
The second student leader has been involved in over 4 clubs and organizations during their time at CCBC. She has developed and facilitated multiple events, sometimes completely by herself. She is always working to engage students in club events, but most importantly, in the clubs by sharing the mission and goals. She worked to bring awareness about social issues. She also worked hard to ensure the clubs she worked within had a strong social media presence. Please join me in congratulating our second outstanding student leader of 2022, Tori Clark.
A big thank you to the Student Government Association for your participation in selecting all of those awards and reviewing all the nominations. And thank you all for all of the nominations that came in. And there is Ilona. And there is Tori. We would now like to go on to what are called the Pinnacle Awards. The Student Life Pinnacle Awards were founded to recognize outstanding student leaders within the Student Life Leadership Cohort. The cohort consists of the Student Life Ambassadors, the First Year Experience Mentors, and the Student Government Association. Each of these awards are voted on and selected by their peers in each individual cohort. The Student Life Ambassadors. The Student Life Ambassador Program is an excellent and diverse program that's aimed at students who share a passion for CCBC and feel able to share their knowledge and experience to motivate and encourage other students to consider higher education. As an ambassador, students will serve the college in a variety of ways. The goal of every Student Life Ambassador is to be a positive, articulate, and supportive representative of CCBC. At this time, we would like for all ambassadors to please stand and come forward to receive a certificate of recognition. The Student Life Pinnacle Award for the Student Life Ambassadors, as they come forward and we get to recognize them, is going to recognize actually 2 ambassadors this year, one returner and one new ambassador for their achievements over the past year. Again, as a reminder, these were voted on by their peers. There was a tie for the returning ambassadors. That's because they're all amazing. The first Pinnacle Award this year is being presented to Suki Bada. Suki joined the Student Life Ambassador Program in spring of 2020 and has grown as a leader over the past 2 years. Suki, you may come up. Suki encourages and guides new ambassadors and is always willing to help others. She has a positive attitude and is a strong spirit. She is hardworking and she is genuine. Suki has challenged herself to step out of her comfort zone to take on a more initiative with the Ambassador Program. She has been a wonderful role model for the other ambassadors, and you can always count on her to show up with a smile on her face. Congratulations, Suki. And there she is. She's here at Essex. Sorry, Catonsville friends. The second Pinnacle Award is being awarded to Rama Swahili. Rama is a seasoned ambassador, having started in fall of 2018. Rama, you may come forward. Rama is passionate, caring, and inquisitive. She's a conversation starter in meetings. Rama brings a sense of unity through the way she engages with everyone she meets and she works with. She encourages her peers to participate in events, to speak up and let their voices be heard, and to be their best selves. Rama's love for CCBC and the Student Life Ambassador Program shines through everything she does. Congratulations, Rama. Yes.
Okay, are we over at Catonsville?
We hear you.
You hear me? Great. Well, the camera will be over here soon, I'm sure. So the Pinnacle Award for the new ambassador is being awarded to someone here at Catonsville, our own Subhadra Sam Haralal. Let's give her a round of applause. Come on up. Sam joined the ambassador program in the fall of 2021. She quickly became one of the most active ambassadors, open to help in any way that was needed. She creates a cheery environment for CCBC students and works hard to help students in many ways. She engaged in workshops and working with students and encourages their ambassadors to be actively engaged. She's friendly and welcoming, brings a positive attitude, and is always supportive of her peers. One more round of applause.
The next leadership cohort is our first-year experience mentors. Mentors are resources for students with information about academic endeavors, social organizations, student life, and co-curricular learning. First experience mentors play a vital role in helping new students learn about our campus and our community by creating welcoming and informative environment. At this time, we would like to ask all first-year experience mentors to please come forward to receive a certificate and recognition.
For the Pinnacle Award for the returning first-year experience mentor, the winner is Ilona Harris, who is joining us virtually today. She promised me 2 hours ago she would be watching us live with a 40-second delay, so congratulations 40 seconds from now, Ilona. Ilona embodies all the qualities to make an outstanding CCBC student and a leader. She's motivated, she's curious, intelligent, and hardworking, and incredibly helpful and kind. Her peers described her as an exemplary leader who is always articulate when voicing her opinions, as well as someone who is always available to help and answer any questions with kindness and grace. Her colleagues chose Ilona for this recognition. They describe her as a confident leader who has a bright and inviting personality, always ready to step up and rise to any challenges in her role as a mentor. She models determination, dedication, poise, and is the epitome of hard work. All those qualities combined serve as an inspiration to others and are why her peers are recognizing her today with the Pinnacle Award. Let's give Ilona one more round of applause. The Pinnacle Award for a new FYE mentor goes to Clara Weaver. Clara's here at Catonsville here, and we want to congratulate her. She's distinguished herself this year as someone who's confident, eloquent, adaptable, and has a terrific sense of humor. Clara's peers see her as someone who's driven, enthusiastic, hardworking, helpful, kind, and just an all-around exceptional student and leader. She strives to make a positive impact on everything she does, and her engagement with various campus activities has made her a well-known face with her peers. This has earned a reputation for someone who is friendly and universally liked, and thus why she is deserving of this year's Pinnacle Award.
The Student Government Association. There is a Student Government Association on each of the 3 main campuses, and over the past couple of years, they have formed a very strong force of a college-wide Student Government Association. They advocate for students regarding policies, regulations, and anything that affects students' collegiate experience. They work for the clubs and organizations and try to bring a sense of community. At this time, while you've already met most of them, if the Student Government Association would please come forward to receive a certificate of recognition.
The Pinnacle Award for the Student Government Association this year, as a returning SGA member, goes to Akira Tisdale. Akira's joined the Student Government Association back in 2019 and has been a constant leader and student advocate since then. She's been a voice for students, giving light to their perspectives in a variety of meetings and avenues where she interacts with students, faculty, and staff. She's worked hard to ensure new members of SGA understand the nuances of the organization and provides productive guidance when working with student organization leaders. She goes above and beyond regularly to do what she can to help co-create the CCBC experience that she knows students want and students need. Akira's graduating this year in a couple of short weeks with her 3rd associate's degree, and she'll be leaving us. We're excited to see what she'll do in the future. Congratulations, Akira. And the Pinnacle Award for the new SGA leader goes to Stacy Bragg. Stacy joined the Student Government Association in the fall of 2021, ready to hit the ground running. She's had an enthusiastic personality that draws people to want to be involved in events and activities. She's a willingness to volunteer to tasks and never shies away from a challenge. She was one of only 2 students picked to represent the student government during the virtual Middle States visit this semester and faced the questions with ease, grace, and confidence. She also makes sure we take the time to enjoy life, and we're always willing to share a picture of her new motorcycle with us. We wish Stacy the best as she ventures off to Missouri State, and now that she will shine in her time as a leader. Give her one more round of applause.
And the final co-curricular award today is the First Year Experience Running Start Award. This award is for a CCBC, I have to click. It's for a CCBC student who has enrolled and completed Student Life's First Year Experience Summer Bridge Program. The Summer Bridge Program is a specifically designed 2-week summer academic development 101 course with built-in supports and co-curricular involvement, focusing on team building, service, self-reflection, and leadership development. Summer Bridge students are also expected to meet with their assigned Summer Bridge retention specialist throughout their first academic semester. This award is given to the Summer Bridge student who has demonstrated first-year initiative in academic and co-curricular endeavors at the college. This year's recipient of the Running Start Award is Adam Mccain. Despite transitioning to college during COVID-19 pandemic, Adam has not only grown academically over his first year at CCBC, but he has also developed personally. He joined the honors program, participated in multiple student honors council meetings, stayed on track to complete the program. He's also been active in working with his CCBC Summer Bridge retention specialist and is interested in the photography club. Outside of school, Adam works at a local restaurant where he likes to spend time with family and friends and also loves gaming. Adam's growth over the last year has been transformational. There is a stark contrast from when he first met with his retention specialist to now. During the transitionary stages of life, like starting college, fostering self-awareness, and learning to be patient with oneself, support perseverance. Though highly beneficial, cultivating awareness is challenging and it requires work. Adam has started learning more about himself and gained skills that will be useful for his college career and beyond. The first year experience staff is especially proud of this student and cannot wait to see what he accomplishes in the future. Congratulations, Adam. Be sure to keep on running toward your goals.
This year has been one of great achievements and success for our students both in and out of the classroom. We've had a chance to recognize our students' co-curricular achievements and their leadership involvement. Now we're going to move to part of the program where we recognize and highlight our students' academic achievements throughout this year. Our first award for the night in our academic awards are for the Outstanding Achievement in American Sign Language to Michelle Bailey. In addition to being an excellent ASL club officer and ASL student, we've had the privileges of watching Michelle become an incredible leader in the ASL club. She's led successful club meetings, virtual events, ASL workshops, and on-site in-person events. We're excited to continue working with her to pursue her dream of becoming an interpreter for years to come. Let's give Michelle a big ASL applause. And we have a certificate. Is Michelle here? I thought well, we will get that to Michelle.
Next, we would like to give out the Academic Award for Art and Design, Aiden Strange. And I believe Aiden is here. Yes, she is. Aiden, come on forward. Aiden is a wonderful student whose passion for learning and love of critical thinking and creativity is a joy to experience in the classroom. This is coming from a faculty member who has had Aiden in class. It's been a real privilege to have her as an active member in the art and design department. Aiden is a rare combination of exceptional intelligence and critical thinking with outstanding artistic skill. Her drawing and painting skills, as well as her thoughtful and articulate writing and art history classes are particularly noteworthy. Aiden was consistently outstanding student in the capstone portfolio development course who bravely addressed difficult themes and complex presentations. In addition, Aiden has been an excellent work study student and an active member in the art department. We are very excited to see all Aiden accomplishes after CCBC. You will be missed. Congratulations. The next award is for ceramics, outstanding student in ceramics, which is Amy Mchugh. Amy, are you here? Amy has worked diligently and with great focus through 3 semesters of ceramics, from a complete chess set to a series of ring teapots to disquieting figurines that question both our animal and human nature. Amy's work has always been combined technical and conceptual challenges. She has also contributed to our studio as a work study employee, loading kilns and reclaiming clay. She hopes to get a BFA in ceramics or sculpture and will be applying to transfer schools next year. Great job, Amy.
The outstanding achievement in communication this year goes to Laura Van Pate. Laura here? There. For you. Laura's highly motivated and dynamic student. During the virtual learning phase of the pandemic, Laura fully engaged with her classmates and professors in remote synchronous classes. Laura displayed the same high level of engagement fully online and in-person classes. Their keen interest in communication, media, and journalism came across in their valuable contributions to class. Laura made noteworthy efforts to get to know and support her classmates. She embodies the ideals of a successful communication studies student, including intellectual curiosity and the ability to work and share ideas with others. Laura aspires to a career in sports journalism. We look forward to seeing her fulfill this awesome future plans. Congratulations, going to Maryland next year. Right behind you. Congratulations, Laura. Jaden Collins receives the award for the Outstanding Achievement in Digital Media Production. I don't believe Jaden is here, not able to make it in person tonight, but we'll make sure they get their recognition. Jaden has and continues to be an exemplary student. Jaden shows determination and drive as he completed 75% of his degree coursework while still being a high school student. His creativity is endless and his helpfulness is infectious. He loves to help other students with their projects and loves learning with the media making process. He's shown great skill inside the classroom and on the production set. He never gives up something that's too difficult. Instead, he just looks for new and innovative ways to bring creativity to the media world. Next up is the Outstanding Achievement in Graphic Design, and that goes to Renan Tan. Renan impresses with the consistent ability to see designs as a new challenge and create something interesting. In addition, they have a great handle on graphic design and typography, and always have a creative, unique, and original take on all assigned projects. For the Outstanding Certificate, for the Outstanding Achievement Interpreter Preparation, goes to Erica Samuels. Let's do the AS interpreting round of applause. Erica is the president and treasurer of the ASL Club, coordinating club meetings for all ASL students to have the opportunity to participate and practice ASL in a comfortable environment. They coordinated and co-hosted ASL virtual events for CCBC and the ASL Club, assisted with facilitating all correspondence between guest speakers and facilitation of events, and assisted with providing ASL awareness by participating in events about the ASL Club and the interpreting program.
The next award is for Outstanding Achievement in Mass Communications. and it goes to Kathleen Katie Roberts. Katie began as a digital media major in 2020 and moved to mass communications later that year. She was one of the original members of the New Media Collective's podcast production crew in fall of 2020 and stayed for over a year as part of the Humanities for All internship program. She began as a producer and then became a social media marketing content manager. Additionally, she has excelled in film history, intro to mass media, and journalism. Her articles have been published in the CCBC Connection. She's the main subject of one of the episodes of The Good School, where she discusses the stigma around community colleges, and we'll be interviewing Dr. Curtinitis for that episode. I think it might have happened. Did you already interview her? Yes, all right. She is transferring to Towson University in fall of 2022 to continue to pursue mass communications. Congratulations, Katie. The next award is for Outstanding Achievement in Music, Ebony Lorden. Ebony lives and breathes music, embodying so much of what the music department at CCBC strives for. As a composer, she writes rich and captivating music, which often has a delightfully untamed and wild undercurrent. Her work as a violinist is also spectacular, both in solo performances and as a member of CCBC's chamber ensemble. She excels academically, asking probing questions, and always is fully engaged. Lastly, she's an absolutely wonderfully warm person with an infectious energy and a warm and caring heart. Congratulations, Ebony. The next award is the 3 Arts Club of Homeland Award for Music Composition, and it goes to Jack Mcgrath. Jack is a fantastic composer with a wonderful sense of character in his music. He is very interested in film scoring and music for video games, and this comes through quite well in his vivid and colorful compositions across all instruments and media. Congratulations, Jack.
The next award for the Outstanding Achievement in Photography is given to Jonah Tannenbaum-Vogler. Jonah has maintained the highest level of creativity and resourcefulness in exploring photography as an art form. Working tirelessly over the last few years, his continued growth and curiosity has culminated in a diverse portfolio of experimental imagery. His class participation and encouragement to others reflects his caring and devotion to his fellow students. He provides his peers with examples to follow. You see one of his photos on the screen here. Give him a round of applause. The award for Outstanding Achievement in Service to the Music program goes to Matthew Borzenmowski. Matthew is a wonderful student who has been an integral part of our music program for several years. He serves as a work study, performs in chamber singers, and the Jazz Plus ensemble. He also leads CCBC's student chapter of the National Association of Teachers of Singing. His community-oriented attitude and persistent good spirits will be missed as he takes his next steps. The Outstanding Achievement in Student Journalism is given to Lacey Gray. Lacey's created and composed several high-quality stories, specifically focusing on CCBC in both MassComm 151 and 152. Her articles were all extensively sourced and well-researched. We'd like to acknowledge her for the professional quality of their writing.
The next award is for Outstanding Achievement in Theater Design and Tech, and this goes to Alexis Tucker. Alexis has been a stellar student, and there she is. She has been a stellar student and has been instrumental in several productions at CCBC. She's a constant joy to work with and incredibly inventive. Congratulations, Alexis. The next award is the 3 Arts Club of Homeland Award for Painting, and this goes to Heather Blackwell. Is Heather here? Okay, thank you. Heather Blackwell is a returning student who is now pursuing her passion for art. She excelled in watercolor classes at CCBC before moving to painting 1 and 2 in oils. Heather's strong work ethic and impressive GPA contributed to her selection for this award. She consistently paints beyond class assignments, including the weekly open model sessions that happen here on the CCBC Essex campus. Heather has created an outstanding portfolio of drawings and paintings and is currently expanding her studio practice. We wish her the very best as she continues her studies towards becoming a professional artist. Congratulations, Heather. Outstanding achievement in legal studies goes to Daniel Choa. Am I saying that correctly? Thank you, Daniel. Daniel is a local skilled trades professional and a music educator. He was recently inducted into Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society for Academic Excellence in the Legal Studies Certificate Program. A 2010 graduate of UMBC, Daniel holds a bachelor's degree in music education, a minor in psychology. He's a K-12, he also has a K-12 education certificate and was the recipient of UMBC's Award for Outstanding Senior Achievements from UMBC's College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Science. Daniel is now a certificate student here in legal studies. He has excelled in his studies while working 2 jobs. He is engaged and he's a dedicated student, and it has been a pleasure to have him in the legal studies program. Congratulations, Daniel. The outstanding achievement in biology goes to Isabel Rose Perenanzo. Is Isabel here? Yes. Isabel has completed 3 biology courses and is currently enrolled in a 4th biology course. She has earned all A's in all of these courses and has maintained an overall 4.0 GPA. That is something to clap for. Congratulations. Isabel is a delightful student to have in class. She works hard. She is friendly towards others. She is kind and respectful in her interactions with faculty and fellow students. We expect that she is going to be very successful in her future endeavors and make CCBC proud. Congratulations.
The outstanding achievement in chemistry is presented to Patrick Oakey. Is Patrick here tonight? Nope. We'll make sure to get it to him. Patrick's consistently been achieving high marks in his courses. He's currently excelling in his General Chemistry 2 course, both lecture and lab. His instructor notes that he showed a lot of initiative, is a leader in the classroom, and is an all-around great student. The outstanding, Madison's joining us online, I believe. The outstanding achievement in earth science. Madison is a dedicated earth science student. Quiet student, but if you talk to her, you quickly realize she has a passion for learning. She isn't satisfied with just getting the right answer, but instead wants to understand the right answer. Furthermore, she's a pleasure to have in class and is an asset to our lab group. We're proud of success at CCBC. Christelle is here. There, Christelle, a big round of applause. For that, and we have a certificate up right up front here for you. The Outstanding Achievement in Mathematics, the QED Mathematics Award. Christelle is an outstanding and hardworking mathematics student. Satisfies all the criteria for the QED Mathematics Award. She successfully has completed more than 4 math courses, 2 of which at the 200 level, and she has excelled and passed the GPA of 3.5 in all of her mathematics courses.
The next award is Outstanding Achievement in Physics, James Carter. Make sure he gets the award. James is studying engineering with a focus on medical engineering. He has been put on the Dean's List and has been awarded the Presidential Scholar Award. James has earned far more perfect scores on Professor Baum's physics exam than any other student ever. James has shown exceptional achievement in his science courses, but especially physics. Congratulations. The next award is the Outstanding Achievement in Anthropology, Caitlin Helfer. Caitlin is an anthropology student who has explored topics ranging from the origin of humans to contemporary world cultures. She has consistently demonstrated outstanding insight, top quality research skills, and respect for human diversity. Congratulations, Caitlin.
The Outstanding Achievement for Economics going to Andres Garcia. Give Andres a round of applause. Andres. Certificate up here. Andres is a tenacious student with genuine intellectual curiosity. Resultantly, his scores in microeconomics have been outstanding. We are certain that Andres will excel in all of his future endeavors. The second award winner for Outstanding Achievement in Economics is Nicholas Joseph Elliott. Nicholas Elliott is a smart student. He is punctual, responsible, and courteous. His interactions in the class and class performance distinguish him from his peers. Let's give Nicholas a round of applause.
The next award winner is also a Nicholas, but Nicholas Hill for the Outstanding Achievement in Human Service Counseling. Nick has been a shining star in the Human Services Counseling program since the first day that they met him. He is an insightful and bright student who has blossomed into a skilled counselor during his clinical field placement at Hope's Horizon this semester, all while caring for his family as a single dad. The human services field is lucky to have him entering the workforce, and the department faculty are so proud to be able to call you a colleague. Congratulations, Nicholas.
The Outstanding Achievement in the Certificate Program goes to Omar Kamir, and I think Omar's here tonight. Let's give him a round of applause. Come on up, we got a certificate for you. Omar has established an outstanding academic presence in his coursework with the program from the very beginning. He has impressed all the faculty within the program with a strong willingness to learn, and this was verified by excellent work throughout the year. What also reflects Omar's success is his willingness to work with fellow students so that they can succeed. It has been a true pleasure working with Omar over the last year. The Outstanding Achievement for the Degree Program goes to Fatimata, and I think there we are. Give her a round of applause. Demonstrated from the start, strong work ethic and drive to succeed in her coursework. This is evident in the quality of her work and her success in the classroom. Her current GPA reflects her dedication in her coursework, and she is a real pleasure in and out of the classroom.
And a side note, they all have class tonight and they're watching from their classroom to celebrate their fellow students. So congratulations to both of them. The next award is for Outstanding Achievement in Political Science, and this goes to someone you've heard her name, Michaela Frondanzo. Michaela has taken several classes with this professor, including Poli-Sci 141 International Relations, 107 Introduction to the U.S. Congress, 160 Political Ideology. These are big words. This is why you take the classes. She's currently taking 101 American Government and 247 Middle East Politics. She has just completed an internship with the Maryland State Delegate at the Maryland General Assembly, which allows her to show how she is reaching beyond what is required of a general student, and especially someone in the political science field. Her writing style and papers are very well done, and her PowerPoint presentations flow very well, providing great detail about the political topics that she is assigned. She is a student that would be welcomed in any class over and over again. Congratulations, Michaela.
The outstanding achievement in psychology goes to Stacy Bragg. Ms. Bragg consistently demonstrates sincere engagement, insight, and maturity. Her contribution to lecture and discussion are always welcomed, enriching, and appreciated. Her dedication to her coursework demonstrates her focus and determination. Her passion for psychology is evident in every class discussion and assignment. Ms. Bragg has distinguished herself academically in several ways, including her achieved distinction of being accepted into the honors program. Ms. Bragg has faced and overcome much adversity and personal challenges, which only more demonstrates her fortitude and strength of character. Ms. Bragg has proven to be elite amongst her peers and in her academic career, as well as her service to the community. The outstanding achievement in sociology is given to Caden Casemento. I don't believe Caden is here, but we'll make sure they get their award. Caden's a leader in class and discusses the content of the discipline with excellent details and life experiences. He demonstrates the characteristics of a student leader in all class interactions and provides an example of student achievement. The outstanding achievement in teacher education goes to Nava Israel, and I believe right here. Israel has been actively involved in Club Ed in Maryland State Educators Association, aspiring educators, graciously stepping in when the previous leader needed to step away. She's a dedicated volunteer during Club Ed's book drive, spending time collecting and counting books, helping to deliver them to various schools. Give her one more round of applause.
Outstanding achievement in women's studies goes to Ilona Harris, who is joining us virtually. Ilona exemplifies the commitment to justice and personal growth that is part of the discipline of women's studies. She slowly but surely found her voice in her course and has since used it as a student leader at CCBC. Ilona wrote thoughtful yet poignant papers and discussion posts, and she did excellent on her final exam. It's been such a pleasure to watch Ilona blossom at CCBC. Congratulations. The second outstanding achievement in women's studies goes to Lauren Lambda. Lauren has had the highest point total in the class when she took the Introduction to Women's Studies class in the fall with Professor Sabio McLaughlin. Lauren wrote an excellent paper on the water crisis in India for her Fulbright project statement. The students had to identify a goal from the 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and design a project to talk about the issue with a proposed plan of action. Lauren's project was well conceived, well analyzed, and well written. I hope that one day in the future she will actually apply for a Fulbright scholarship and implement her proposed plan. Lauren's written and oral communication skills are impeccable, and she's an excellent critical thinker. Her commitment to social justice and personal growth has demonstrated has made her a worthy recipient of this award. Congratulations, Lauren.
The third recipient for the Outstanding Achievement in Women's Studies is Vicki Brown. I think Vicki's joining us tonight. Vicki has been a standout in women's studies. Although she took the class personally, her personality stood out in discussion posts. She wrote excellent papers in discussion posts, and it was one of the highest scores on midterms. We had the opportunity to meet Vicki at a service learning event, and she discussed the women's studies and what they've meant to her in terms of her own personal growth. Vicki then went to the next service event and brought her mom along. Vicki is not only a scholar, but a wonderful human being committed to creating a socially just society for everyone.
The next award is for Outstanding Achievement in ESOL with Academic Reading. Shufeng Chang. Did I say, am I close? Okay, Shufeng is an incredible student and class leader. ESOL 054 has difficult text with challenging vocabulary about the civil rights movement and race and identity. But Shufeng completed each assignment with the highest attention to quality, which has no small feat in a second language. More importantly, she connected deeply to each text with valuable insight from her own experiences in China that deepened each and every class discussion. Her active participation in class and kind and open-minded demeanor motivated other students in the class to offer their insights as well. Congratulations.
The Outstanding Achievement in Italian is awarded to Alyssa Gladden. Alyssa is dedicated and interested. Her desire and interest are well noted in what is a new program. Give her a round of applause. The recipient for the Outstanding Achievement in the Accelerated Program is Erica Briscoe, and Erica is joining us tonight, I believe. Maybe not. We'll make sure we recognize Erica when we see her. Erica has pushed herself in the English 101 and ACLT 053. Erica's a returning student who is a full-time parent in a full-time job. She's balancing school, work, and life at home, all while managing her health. She's truly deserving of this award.
The second outstanding achievement in the Accelerated Learning Program is Jamal Williamson. Jamal is here with us tonight. And this is from Professor Kelly DiGiorgio. Jamal was one of the most organized and conscientious students I have ever worked with. He sought me out for help regularly and always had substantial drafts when asking for advice with composition. Jamal attended every single class session and participated thoughtfully. His growth was truly noteworthy. Congratulations, Jamal. And the third recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in the Accelerated Learning Program is Kristen or Chrissy Porter, who's also here with us tonight. Chrissy is a leader in every way, full of courage and kindness in equal measure. Chrissy will succeed in her goals and she will make success more navigatable. Thank you very much for the help. It's been a long night. I apologize for those around her and for those after her. Congratulations, Chrissy.
We'd also like to recognize Raven Walters for the Accelerated Learning Program. Raven has an aura about her that is contagious. It's with great pride that we recognize her for this award. And we also would like to recognize Tyler Clinkscales and here tonight. Not here tonight. We'll make sure they get their award. But we want to recognize them for broad knowledge and worldliness as a positive component to contributions in class. She's a joy to have in class and is all around outstanding.
That concludes all of the awards for this evening. Let's give one more round of applause to all of our awardees. But before we conclude this evening, Dan and I need to take time to also thank our colleagues that are within the student life staff that are all listed on this page, really tiny, and you have to squint to read it. But we are really lucky to be surrounded by colleagues that share the same passion of working with CCBC students as we do. So please help me in thanking Dell, Lori, Janae, Layla, Leslie, Renica, Jasmine, Tammy, Dana, Karen, Nancy, Brianna, Danny, Nick, and Brian. So this concludes our award ceremony. We hope you've enjoyed this night of recognition of our CCBC student leadership and academic achievement. Thank you so much for your support and your attendance this evening. We really appreciate those of you who had joined us in person tonight and those of you who joined us virtually. We feel you right here in our hearts. We asked all of those that were honored tonight to please make sure to stop by, pick up a gift, and everyone can pick up a cupcake or 2 or 3 or 4. We have plenty. And we really hope that you have a great rest of the night and good luck on finals. Thank you, everyone. And please take a sticker and take some selfies with it because you are CCBC proud and we're CCBC proud of you. Thank you.
Please help yourself.